What is happening, YouTube? How y'all doing today? It is Monday. Just your average Joe hanging out in the garage. It is cold, cold, cold on this Monday morning. It's the 15th of December. We've got a lot of sales to cover. Lots of sales. It's like 30. It got down to like 16. I'm in North Carolina. It got down to like 16 degrees last night, which is super cold for us, like frigid. And this morning it's still right now it's just cracked 30. It's like 29, 30 degrees still. It is cold. Hence I cut my hair. So 40% of your heat gets released through your head, right? So it is freezing. It is freezing in my neck of the woods right now. 30, 29 degrees. It's about to crack 30 hopefully here soon because it's cold, man. Anyway, appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Again, my name is Joe, just your average Joe. I've been buying and selling on eBay since 2000. Long time, but been doing it full time for about 8-9 years, give or take. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. We got lots and lots and lots of sales to cover. We had a total of 28 sales. Was it 28? I thought I had 29. 28 sales for $2,140.85. And that was from Friday when I got off with y'all until right now, this moment. I just sold an item not too long ago. So again, 28 items for $2,140.85, $2,140. Crazy. I'm looking to deposit almost $3,000 for the week. Amazing for me. That is, I can't complain at all. That's crushing my goal of $1,400 for the week. Absolutely crushing my goal. So definitely, fourth quarter is still riding strong. I'll say that. Fourth quarter is still riding strong. Obviously, in the next probably about Wednesday-ish time frame, orders will probably start slowing. In fact, I'm sure orders at this point will start slowing down. But usually, you get about a week out from Christmas. We still got, folks will still order up until about probably the 17th, 18th, 19th, in hopes that they'll get this stuff before Christmas, which obviously at that point I can't guarantee anything. So hopefully we have a few more days of great sales, and before we start to kind of see things level off and get back to normal. But I will milk it as long as I can milk it. You know what I mean? So I've been putting stuff up on eBay all weekend. I had family over yesterday, my dad's birthday. I was putting stuff up on eBay while they were here. Just sitting on the couch, hanging out, and little by little, just posting something here, something there. I'm not a smoker, but like my wife smokes, and a lot of the people hanging out yesterday were smokers, so they go outside, take breaks in the back porch, because we don't smoke in the house. So they'll go on the back porch and they'll smoke, and so that's when I would take advantage of, like, let me post a couple things real quick. We're watching football, not doing nothing, just enjoying time together, and so I was like, let me put a couple things up on eBay, and then they'd all come back inside, and then I would just obviously hang out at that point and get back to socializing. But I was certainly taking advantage of some of my time, because I put up, what was it? Yesterday's Sunday. Saturday, I put up I had 7 or 8 Switch lights that I've been hoarding for the past year and a half or so that I've been sitting on, along with all my other handhelds. Excuse me. I'm through about half of my handhelds at this point. I've still got about, actually more than half. I've put up probably 2/3 of my handheld systems. I still have about 20 left to put up, but I dug into the Switch lights Saturday and started plugging them in, getting them charged, resetting them, updating, because you have to update software before you can do a reset on it. So basically just doing all that on Saturday, and then I posted like 3 of them or 4 of them on Saturday, and 2 of them sold, and then yesterday I put the other 3 or 4 up yesterday. I didn't put a ton up yesterday. Like I said, just a few things here and there in between, folks going out and smoking and coming back inside and all that. So I would just kind of, put up a few things. I put up another Switch. I did buy another Switch from my sister-in-law. She didn't want her Switch anymore, so I bought that from her. Put that up actually this morning with some other games. I've been putting up a lot of Wii U stuff. I'm getting through all my Wii U games. So that'll be another check mark on the treasure pile. I don't call it the death pile, because it's all good stuff. So just listing. So hopefully you're doing the same thing. I'm saying all that to say and try to motivate you. There's still some time to get some last minute sales in before things start leveling off and sit for a while, like we're used to eBay doing. But right now things are still flying. So get the stuff up. Again, I put up the switch lights I put up for premium. And they're all in nice condition, very little scratching, little to no scratching on the screens, very clean systems. I've cleaned them all. I've processed them all already. They're all good to go. Just had to reset them all. And switch lights are selling for about 100 to 140 bucks. But obviously, it being Christmas time, I've seen sales upwards to 180, 190, 170. So I put all mine up for like 160 to 190, depending on condition. And like I said, two of them sold for almost 190, 185 and 190, and then one for like 170 or something like that, 160. So they're selling better, and they're selling for more than my regular full switch, like the full switch with the dock and all that kind of stuff. Selling for more than a full switch is selling for, which is crazy because the switch lights shouldn't be selling for that much. But I guess handhelds, man, at Christmas time, look, I'll take it though. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with comments. If you've not hung out with me before, we start off with comments. Luckily, we don't have, I'm not gonna say luckily, but we don't have a ton of comments, I think 5 or 6, and then we can move into sales because I got a lot of sales to show off. So good balance there because we're going to take more time showing off sales this video. But first comment through is the Dark 25 says, those OG Xbox systems to me to be my best-selling system. Time to hunt for some more. Yeah, man. Well, I try to get a premium out of them. You saw like 170 to 200 is normally what I try to get out of them, depending on what all I have with them included in the bundle. Whether it's one controller, two controllers, games, and not games and things like that. So, or how many games and all that kind of stuff. So that depends on my price. But anywhere anywhere between 170 to 210, 220. I sold one for 220 that had the DVD combo thing with it. It had the controller, the dongle, 2 controllers, and then like 10, 12 games and memory card. So I put that one up for like 220. It sold for like 210 or something. But anyway, so through the year, they don't sell that great for me. But Christmas, they've been flying. So yeah, absolutely time to find more OG Xboxes. The bad thing about OG Xboxes is typically they're notorious, in my experience, for the disk drive not reading discs. So then you got to buy, at least what I typically do is I buy the replacement hard drive, which there's never a ton of them up on eBay, so people charge like $80. I know you can use some of the other drives that are comparable, but I don't know which ones you can use. But the ones that actually are for the system, that came with the system, the Samsung and the Toshiba, I believe it is, and one other one that came in them originally. People recondition them, and so I'll just buy so obviously I got to buy the system cheap enough, right? 30, 40 bucks, give or take, kind of thing, right? And then if the drive doesn't work, then what I do, and now obviously if the drive works, I'll pay up a little bit more for it for sure. But typically they either say they don't know if it works, or it does. They tell me it doesn't read discs, so then I got to beat you down, because then I got to turn around and spend $70-ish, $80-ish. Sometimes you can find them a little bit cheaper, but typically 70, 80 bucks for a replacement disk drive. Swap the disk drive out on it, and it typically will fire up and work no problem. Unlike the newer Xboxes and PlayStations, you have to swap the board as well, because the board is married to the disk drive. For those that don't know that, a lot of the other systems you have to also swap the board, which isn't a huge deal. It's just plug and play typically, but still you have to swap the board as well. Where the OG Xbox, you don't have to do that. And then I typically can sell the non-working disk drive for like $25, $30, give or take. 30 is probably on the high side, but 25, give or take. And so when it's all said and done, I'm in the disk drive, $50-ish, $55. Again, if I buy the system for 30, 40 bucks, and then I'm in a drive after I sell the existing one for 25, 30, and then I buy the other one for 70, 80, and I sell it for 170 to 200, it's still a win, you know what I mean? But it's just extra stuff you have to go through to get it up and running. But OG Xbox is definitely, over the years that I've been doing this, do sell overall pretty well, and get a pretty good, because you can mod them. You don't even have to use the disk drives. People will buy them without the disk drive, so you can just sell them as is with the hard drive in it. People will just mod them and put a bunch of stuff on the hard drives, and as long as they work. But obviously you're not going to get a premium out of them doing it that way. But yeah, OG Xboxes is definitely a good thing to get, and I do need more because I think I'm out of them, or maybe have one left. I don't remember, but I've been selling through systems like crazy. I don't have a ton of. I got gaps. I haven't had gaps in my upper shelves in a long time. In fact, I've been putting all my video game rollover like extra like down underneath because I don't have any room anymore, or didn't have any room, and now I've got holes. So it's kind of crazy. Like, oh man, I gotta go back. I gotta start hunting, man, because. Anyway, Phantom, cute kitty. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, the kitten she's a sewer rat. She hangs out in the sewer because that's where Mom had them. And then Mom, one day when it was raining, shortly after she had the litter, brought them up to our front porch because her first litter, this was her second litter, her first litter basically got washed out in the sewer. We believe, we're not 100%, but we're pretty sure that's what happened. And so she had the second batch in the sewer too, which it's not really a sewer, it's a drain, storm drains. But so she brought them up to our front porch. One day I was like, I hear this little squeakies and squeaky meows, and I'm like, does she bring them? Sure enough, they're on our front porch, and I'm like, get the frick out of here. Are you serious? So that's when we ended up really taking the cat in. And then we got rid of the kittens as they got older, like 6 weeks out or whatever, 8 weeks. We ended up getting rid of the kittens. Luckily, one of them we got rid of on a DoorDasher that came through and delivered a DoorDash. Like, hey, you want a kitten? And they're like, sure. We had them all out front because they were all hanging out front in the little container we had them in. And she ended up taking the last one. So the only one that was left was the one that looks like the mom, the white one. Well, last night it got down to like 16 degrees. Well, the mom knows at this point, we've had them come in the garage since winter hit or fall and it's gotten cold out. We'll let them come in the garage. We got the cat litter in the garage, and that's the extent of letting them come into the houses. And as long as they're not going to the bathroom in my stuff or in our stuff, and they stay going in the kitty litter, I'm cool with that. And that started after we had her fixed, the mom fixed. So surprisingly, she used the cat litter. So then we were like, okay, well then I guess we can let her come in over the winter when it gets cold and let her stay in the garage so she's not out there freezing like she did last winter. Well, now she also has kitten with her, which she's I don't know, 3 months old now, give or take. But yeah, like 3 months old now. Actually, a little over 3 months old. Anyway, she's still tiny. You've seen her, but last night, it was the coldest night we've had so far. Like I said, 16 degrees. Mom came in like normal. Mom always comes in. The kitten hit and miss. The kitten will stay in the sewers, little sewer rat. We call her a sewer rat because she'll just like not want to come in, and she's more skittish than Mom. So sometimes she'll come hang out with Mom and cuddle with Mom, and other times she'll not be around, and we're like, where is she? And then she'll disappear for like 3 days, 2 days at a time. Excuse me. And we're like, where's she? Hopefully she's okay. Well, last night, look, I don't know if she's alive or not. I'll just say that because it got cold last night. It got frigid. And so obviously mom was in here bundled up on a little pillow we got for her. She had food and water. It was still cold in here, but she was, outside of the elements and had something nice and soft to lay on. And I actually ended up covering her up last night with a little towel we had out here too for them. And she stayed. She was fine. You could tell she was still a little cold, but I'm not bringing her in the house. I don't want a house cat. Me and my wife already talked about that. So we'll find out. The story continues with the kitten. Where the kitten's at? I don't know if she's alive or not. She still hasn't popped herself out of the sewer. If she is alive, I haven't seen her running around outside. Usually we'll see her during the day. On the days that she doesn't come in the garage, she'll pop out, run around with Mom, hang out with Mom, and they'll play fight and everything and play around with each other and all that kind of stuff. And then that hasn't happened yet. So hopefully she didn't freeze to death. And it's supposed to be, again, it's supposed to get down to like 16, 15 tonight. We got a little cold front come through where it's frigid for us. I mean, cold. So we'll see. I don't know. I'll keep y'all updated. Those that care, those that don't, I'm sharing the story. This is all raw and unedited, and you deal with it. I don't care about the cats, Joe. Talk about eBay. An Electron Man says, do you use a label printer for shipping sales? Yes. I do use a label printer for shipping sales. There it is right there. My Dymo. I can't bring it up much more. My Dymo is right there. It is amazing. I've got two of them. They are amazing. So yes, I do use a Dymo printer, label printer. It seems like it would be a lot more efficient for printing labels on paper than taping them to packages, 1,000%. And you don't have to worry about the water. Like when I got my printer out here, and when I started, I used my printer, and would buy the labels, the sticky labels, right? So you could do one label on each. It was cut in half, right? It was a regular sized piece of paper that was cut in half with two labels, sticky labels. So I would run them through the printer, peel them off, and stick them. You can do that. The only thing is the label printer. Even though the printer is way more expensive than a regular printer, obviously, you never have to replace the ink because it doesn't do ink. It's thermal. So I've done thousands of labels through these things, plus the rolls, which I don't have any right now. I actually had to order some because I'm almost out. The rolls come in like 200 count rolls, and you can get a 6-pack for like $30. So 6-pack times 200 is 1,200 labels for like $30. I was spending like probably $30 on 400 labels of the printer paper ones that peel off. In fact, I think I've got I've got a couple every now and again. I got a pack, and I obviously haven't used it all because I ended up getting the thermal printer, and so I didn't need to. But this is it. It's just, and that's, you'd run this through the printer, and it would do labels. Now the other problem is if it's wet out, or there's dew in the air, or it's really wet in the air, or if it's raining and the mail lady or person takes your packages from your front porch to their vehicle and they get a raindrop or two on them or moisture on them, what happens to ink and paper? It bleeds. And then I've had in the past, when I was doing it, had a couple packages come back. The post office couldn't scan it, so she would just bring them back to me the next day. Label printers don't do that. The thermal, no bleeding. It can get wet. It doesn't unstick. It doesn't bleed. It doesn't wrinkle up and get yuck. It's way better. Way better. Highly recommend getting a label printer. If so, which one are you using? The Dymo XL4, I think it is, or 4XL. I just sold something else for $25. Let's see what sold. Mario Kart. I just put my sister-in-law that sold me her Switch had Mario Kart and 2 Just Dance games. I put Mario Kart up for $39 plus shipping. Literally like an hour ago, it just sold for $39 plus shipping. So now we're up to $21.84. So there's that. Now we have 29 sales. All right, let's go back. So yeah, 100%, the Dymo XL, whatever it is, 4XL, that one, that does the little 4x6, labels, highly recommended. I'm sure other folks on here will recommend, if any of you guys are using other thermal printers or other things, label printers, if they're working great for you, drop them in the comments, and the Electron Man, you can check them out, but, or tell us what you guys are using in the comments. If you're still using old school printer, tell us in the comments. Yeah, upgrade at some point, please, especially if you're doing this regularly. If you're just doing this little small scale, a couple $100 a week, 10 items a week, you're selling very little, a regular printer's fine. You know what I mean? It's not a huge deal. But if you're wanting to scale up or do a decent amount or get up there, man, label printer is the way to go. In the long run, you save money because the labels are so much cheaper than getting the stuff for the printer. For the regular old school printers. So more efficient than printing labels on paper and taping them to the packages. Yeah, and taping them to the that's why I use the labels I got for the printer, because I used to do the taping labels on stuff the old school way. And then I upgraded to sticky labels for my printer. Then I went up to a label printer, and that's just been, so I've kind of progressed through the steps. Way better. If so, which one are you using? I've been thinking about getting one. I noticed there are some pretty inexpensive options out there. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, folks that are using label printers, drop it in the comments what you're using, if it's something that's been reliable for you and works well. I've been using this label printer for almost 2 years now. I've got the one upstairs that I use for my helmet business. I've been using for almost 6 years. and I've spit out thousands of labels, and I haven't had any problem with either one of them. In fact, I had a third one that I ended up selling. I had a guy running, doing what I do on Facebook with the football helmet stuff. I had somebody working for me in Michigan, and then someone else that ended up working for me in Georgia. So I shipped them. I bought a third one, shipped them first the guy up in Michigan, who was helping me, and then he ended up not working out too well, so I had him ship it down to Georgia to have the guy in Georgia do the stuff that I'm doing on TikTok. And then he used it for a while, and then he stopped doing it as well. So then I had him ship it back to me, and it was sitting. So I was like, let me sell it. I can get $170, $80 out of this thing. You know, if I need to buy another one, I'll buy another one. It is what it is. But you can get used ones for like $150 to $175. If you keep your eye out on Marketplace, there was a lady that was just selling one on Marketplace for $110. So I mean, you don't have to spend the $3 something on Amazon brand new. Just get a used one that's in working condition for half the price or less. All right, next one up is Pat 3456. Love your channel. Well, Pat, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for enjoying, I'm glad that you enjoy the content, and thank you for supporting the channel by commenting. Again, the best way you can support me and the channel is to watch, comment, engage with the content in that respect. I like to kind of engage with, I'd like to engage back with y'all as well. So, and then Mick says, appreciate you, Joe. I need to get back into eBay. Well, Mick, I think this is the first comment I've seen from you as well. Again, thank you for commenting. Appreciate you hanging out. I'm glad you enjoy the channel, and yes, get back into eBay. There's money to be made, even if it's just a little extra you need for gas, whatever, just a little extra for going out to eat, just a little extra have in your pocket to buy some whatever it is that you want to buy. It's, a couple extra $200-300 extra dollars a month, or $2,000-3,000 extra dollars a month or more. I mean, whatever it is that you need, but there's enough. There's eBay is where it's at. I believe, I'm a firm believer. All right, that's all for comments. Again, we just had another sale come through. 29 sales for $2,184.84. Let me refresh and make sure. I got 4 alerts too. What are these alerts? Message, new offers. Oh, I got offers. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Are those old ones? It must be old alerts from when I was on my phone. Yeah, they look like possibly old alerts. And we do have a new message. Uh-oh. Sometimes when I get messages, I get a little nervous. I'm like, I had 2 people already offer me stuff. And then of course, motherfuckers are, sorry. Of course, people are already sending me messages about, hello, I was making sure when my item will ship. I just want to make sure I get it in time for Christmas. Thank you. Shipping today. Jesus, leave me alone. It'll ship when it ships, dang it. All right, let's get back into our sales and start pulling some orders. So there's that. Orders, let's see, awaiting shipment. Let's start pulling these orders because we got a lot to cover here. So hopefully we can make this a little quick because we're 23 minutes in, which isn't terrible. I have not sold one of these in a long time. Thank you, 4th quarter. Indigo bundle with Star Wars. GameCube. I've got 2 or 3 of them, maybe even 4 of them. And I haven't sold a GameCube in forever. It's been a while since I've sold the GameCube. Here we go. It has been a while, but finally, now the Indigo GameCubes, if you don't know, the Indigos are the most expensive. Those are the most expensive. I got $200 out of this system bundle. I do buy for like $12 or $14. I do buy the Indigo controllers because they're always harder to get your hands on. So I do typically will buy those. I think I got this one through XYAB possibly. Oh no, this one actually I think came with it and it was still wrapped. Now granted, these are third-party knockoff, but they're matching. And then a couple games, Star Wars. Obviously Indigo got the memory card with it, the whole bundle, the power, the AC, and I think it's got 3 games with it. I think they're all in it's got 2 games with it, sorry, 2 games. 2 games with it. So, oh, by the way, But yeah, that sold for $200 plus shipping. 2 games with it, Star Wars and Super Monkey or whatever it is, or Shrek. I don't know. Then the 2 controllers. I am deciding to keep this, and I know I talked to y'all when I got the Galaxy one, and I said I think I'm gonna go ahead and sell this one, but oh, it doesn't power on anymore. Yeah, it's dead. But you know, I've been selling so much good stuff, and I'm in the positive, and I'm in the green by a lot. And I was like, even in the deal I did with the Galaxy, I'm in the green because I got the Vita working and I got that cheap. So I said to myself, look, how often do you come across the Zelda 3DS XLs? You already got the Galaxy. You added it to your collection. You were going to sell this one as parts and repair because the top screen is dim. The bottom screen is fine. Everything else works on it. It's in pretty nice condition. It has a little few scratches on it, but overall it's a nice condition. I did take it apart. I did clean it because it was missing the micro SD card. Was out of it. So I bought a new one, replaced it, put it in. Charge is fine. All the buttons work. I was like, you know what? Instead of selling it, I'm going to, and I don't want to replace the screen. I had bought the screen for it, and then I went down the rabbit hole of doing it, and I've done a lot of stuff, including screens on the tops of regular DS lights and DS. They're a pain, but I've done them. This one is a little bit more complicated, a little bit more finesse. And I said, you know what? I sent it back, I don't know, like a month ago. Sent the thing back, and I said, I'm just going to keep it as is. Well, then again, I came across the Galaxy, and I said, okay, I'm going to keep the Galaxy. It's fully functional, and I'm going to get rid of this one and sell it for works. Just needs the top screen replaced. But then I said, you know what? Let me go down the rabbit hole of how much would it cost? If it cost like $75 or so to replace that top screen, maybe even $100, I'll just send it out, have it fixed by someone, and keep it. Well, I went down the rabbit hole. I found a guy. There's a lot of repair options on eBay. So I went ahead and for $75, $82 with shipping and I think taxes. And then I got to pay shipping to get it to him. So that's another like $5, $6, $7. So about $90 out the door, including the new screen and the labor and the shipping back and forth. $90 I felt was pretty good price. I'm going to send that out to a guy that's off eBay that does repairs for stuff. And I'm just gonna keep it. I'm keeping it. It's done. It's done. It's going to my collection. So there's that. Enough of that. All right. Next thing that sold. This sold too. Actually, we'll get to that. That sold too. I've had this for a long time. Xbox Elite Series wireless controller case with the attachments in it. It also has the charging dock where you can, it's got little charging pins in it where you put it in there. And then it's got the charger port there where you put the controller in here, and then you can just charge it through the case, which is kind of cool. I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. Anyway, been on eBay for probably a year, maybe more, who knows. Been on eBay for a while, I'll just say that. That sold for $29 plus shipping. $29 plus shipping. Actually, no, I did free ship on that one. Excuse me, $29 free ship. Pokemon. So this is, I just got this from the deal I did. So this is remember the couple videos ago, I did the deal with the guy that I got the Galaxy from. I just talked about it, the Galaxy Switch, or not Galaxy Switch, the Galaxy 3DS XL. He had, and I did the video with showing off the DS games and the fake versus real. Well, this is the fake one. So you're not quite supposed to sell them on eBay, but there's a way you can get around kind of doing it. So I sold it on eBay for. This one goes, the legit version goes for like 40 to 50 bucks. Put this up for 20 bucks. Put in the description because I've done it many times. It's a repro or a clone. So whoever buys it knows it's not the real thing. And sold that for $20 plus shipping. So there's that. I'm not trying to sell fake stuff. You're not supposed to sell it. I also want people to know it is fake. It's not the real version. You can buy it for half, so I think that's not a bad deal. Another Switch sold for me. So Switch with the nice everything in it, your grip, your triggers, your charger, your HDMI cable, the whole shebang. So this thing plus the case, very nice condition. So for $210 plus shipping, and this is the exact same one as I got for my sister-in-law. So there's that. So $210 plus shipping on that one. Red Dead Redemption and Mario. Just put this up, I believe. Red Dead Redemption. Is it that one? Oh no, it's for PS4. Wrong one. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Red Dead Redemption. All right. Red Dead Redemption sold for $18 free shipping. 18 free ship. Mario Kart 8 without the manual. Wii U sold for $15 free shipping. Playground and let's find that. Let's see, Playground Switch sold for $26 plus shipping. 26 plus shipping. PS2. I sold 2 PS2s. So let me see if I can find this first one. This one is with, that's with the big memory card, the clear controller. PS2 with the clear controller. I think I'm almost out of PS2s as well. I'm almost sold out of PS2s. PS4, PS3, N64, PS2 Slim. Switch, PS1, N64, PS3, PS1, PS1, pinball. All right, that one's got pinball. Let me see what game's in here. I think that one's it. I think it's the one I sold a while back, and they did a return on it because they thought they didn't think it was what they thought it was. I'm like, what? What does that even mean? Pinball. Yep, that one's it. So I had somebody buy this probably 6 months ago, and they returned it with the. They said they didn't think it was what they thought it was. Huh. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever you say. Now I always, when I get a return, I check it thoroughly to make sure it's what I sent them. But I'm not gonna. You know, I don't want to. Anyway, it's already partly wrapped up because I'd already shipped it once. But there's that. PS2 again sold for what that sell for? PS2 sold for $125 plus shipping. $125 plus shipping. And then I got another one. I'm almost out of PS2s. Crash Bandicoot in the Show. Crash sold for $15 free shipping. I don't think it's got the manual. Yes, it does. And then baseball on the Switch. The Show 23. So the Show 23 sold for where's that? $30 plus shipping. $30 plus shipping on the Switch. PS2 Fat with not the pink controller. So which one is that one? Is it this one? I'm assuming it's this one. Yeah, with all the games in it. Okay, so this is the other PS2 sold for $128 plus shipping. $128 plus shipping. PS2. It's got a bunch of loose games down here, like a stack of loose games in there. Probably 10 or 12. But honestly, or actually, they're obviously controller connections, clean, processed, all that good stuff. So there's that. Nino Queen, or however you say that. Nino Queen. All right. So not sure how you say this, but whatever this game is, $19, $20 plus shipping. $20 plus shipping. Switch games, man. I'm telling you, Switch games. I did a deal for this PSP like 2 weeks ago. and I just hadn't put it up. But again, I think Friday I put it up. Sold Friday, or sold Saturday, I want to say, maybe the next day. Clean PSP. I picked this up for 80 bucks. It came with the big hard shell case. Came with 2 games. So in my mind, I'm like, well, I can sell a clean. It was clean, minty mint. I mean, you can tell it's in nice condition. I mean, obviously it's got some smudges on it from my fingers, but like typically this gloss has little scratches all through it, and this thing is clean. Loads disc, no problem. Comes with the charger. Typically I'll sell PSPs for like 120, 110. But that thing was super clean. Put it up for 140. Sold. The case that it came with had already sold for $25. So I'm 140 plus 25 is 165. I still got 2 games I need to sell. They're both about 20 a piece. So 205 will be my out the door once those sell. I picked it up for 80. So obviously after fees, we'll call it 20 bucks in fees, give or take. So made about 100 bucks, give or take. That goes back to my marketplace deals. Flip to 100, right? Flip to 100. I may have to piece a few things together to get that 100 or more, but I want to at least flip to 100 bucks. So that's another example of that. So it also has a memory card in it. I just didn't show it, but memory card. So 140 plus shipping on that. Last of Us and Arms. Last of Us and Arms. Oh, the PS4. The Last of Us, and then Arms. This is a lot of this stuff is stuff I literally just picked up, like Red Dead Redemption, and this one came with a PS4 that I just picked up not too long ago, a PS4 Pro. So this is just residual, $15 free shipping on The Last of Us. Arms cartridge only, $28. $28 free ship on that one. Generals and the Adidas. Generals. Let's see, is that Command and Conquer Generals and Adidas? So Command and Conquer. Believe it or not, even PC games, there's not a lot of value in them, but this one sold for $12 plus free shipping. You know, I'll make like $4 when it's said and done. I mean, when it comes in a bundle and I can list it quick and ship it easy, I'll take $4, $5 profit, because that stuff adds up over the course of a year. You do that, enough throughout the year. You've made another pretty penny. Where's this Adidas jacket at? So I sold an Adidas jacket. It's over here. Let's see. Adidas. Oh hell, this broke, huh? Oh, there's that. All right. Adidas. I don't know if it's in with my other stuff. Hopefully some of this winter stuff sells here. I got some decent jackets. Yep, there's that. I've got some decent jackets, but no, this is all. That's not it. Well, that's Tommy, Nautica, Adidas, but not the right one. Let me go back through this slowly. Hang tight, folks. Hang tight, hang tight. I mean, maybe it's in my tubs. Oh, here it is. I was about to say, man, I don't want to go through my tubs because those things are plumb full, or have boxes all over on top of them right now because I don't sell a lot through them. I've got like 2 tubs down here. I got a whole bunch of boxes here. You can kind of see them. A bunch of big boxes with, with freaking all the buying for Christmas, Amazon. I've got so many boxes right now, it's crazy. So I've got 2 bins down here that have some bigger winter stuff in them, bigger coats that won't fit on the racks because they just take too much room, like puffer jackets and ski jackets and stuff like that. But anyway, the old school track Adidas, the old school track Adidas jackets, especially if you get the track suit with the pants, man, those are usually like $70, $80, $90 depending on, or more, depending on the style. But don't sleep. I probably picked this up for $2. Sold it for $35. Now, granted, it sat for a while. This thing sat for probably 2 years. But I know I ain't got no more than like $2 in it. So $35. It's cool when you buy something or pick something up and it's been sitting for a long, long time, and then it finally pops and you get a decent profit off of it. It's like, man, it makes you smile sometimes. All right, let's get into the switches. This is the pink one. Actually, both pink ones. Let's grab both. The corals sold quick. Yeah, the corals sold quick. And they're all in nice condition. So this is the first coral here. So first switch light. And again, I've been holding on to these. They were in my hoard pile, in my treasure pile for a while. But I finally got them up. Fully tested, really nice condition. Almost like new. I mean, it's barely used. Comes with the charger. This one sold for $170 plus shipping. $170 plus shipping. Grand Theft Auto 4 or 5? Grand Theft Auto 4. I got lots of Grand Theft Auto 5. Where's 4? Oh, here it is. All right. I got like, all right. Grand Theft Auto 4, Xbox, $15 free shipping. It's got the map and the manual. $15. Again, free ship on that. The other one, Coral. The other Coral Switch Light has its own little case with it. So we got a little case that comes with it. This one sold for $190. $190 plus shipping. $190 plus shipping. Kind of shocked, but it came with a case. Came with a purple cover on it. Mint condition as well. Obviously, it's got a charger. It actually has like a pink charger. You can kind of see in there, pink charger. Yeah, $190 plus shipping. It's got a screen protector on it as well. And I put all that stuff in the listing. Comes with a clear case or a screen protector, purple cover, case, thumb pads. Everything that it's got on it, I make sure that I put that in the listing. So it adds value, and somebody that's looking for one, that wants one in good, really nice condition, that's got all the extra little perks with it, is willing to spend $190 plus shipping. All right, let me go grab the baggie and then NEX Remix. Let's see, Remix. Let's see. NEX Remix. That's not there. Where's it at? Oh, I had more over here, I think, didn't I? I did. I didn't have room. Are you kidding me? Zelda, Super Mario Bros, Smash. All right, it's not there. Mickey Remastered, Loaded, Yoshi, Mario 10, Sonic, Super Mario, Call of Duty. Here it is. Smash. All right, so NES Remix on Wii U sold for $20 plus shipping. $20 plus shipping. Didn't know that was that was in the stash. Let's find these Scribbunauts, The Last Kid, and Race with Ryan. Little Kid, The Last Kid. Let's see. Let me try to find these. Hang tight. There's one. Race with Ryan, the little Ryan kid from YouTube. Race with Ryan. $10 free shipping on that one. These are all the loose filler games that I'm sitting on. That was another Arms. I put them in a baggie to make them a little easier to get through. Just start grabbing them. Human, Blue Fire. That's not the right one. Nope. Azure? Nope. Nope. Here we go. The Last Kids on Earth. The Last Kids on Earth sold for $18. Oh, we focusing there. $18 plus shipping. The Last Kids on Earth, right? The Last Kid, yeah, 18 free shipping, and then Scribbinauts, or however you say that. Nope. Nope. There we go. Drop them in. I think I got more out of that. I'll grab Scribbinauts or whatever they're called. Whatever. $10 free shipping. Actually, that one went for $9 free shipping. Whoopie! I'll make like $3, $3 maybe when it's said and done. Disney. Oh man, Disney classic. Another one. Disney Lion King. Hey, you know what? As I get through some of these, it won't take me as long to get through them. Disney's Lion King. There we go. I don't know if I sold any more, but Lion King and Aladdin sold for $15 free shipping. 15 free ship on that one. Last Judgment. So we only got a couple more things and we're done. Last Judgment PS4. Last Judgment. I just put this one up too. And then the teal, I believe it's the teal boxed one. The teal boxed, yeah. All right, so Last Judgment sold for $15 free ship on that one. 15 free ship. The turquoise Nintendo Switch in the box, pretty much brand new. It's got a case on it. It's got obviously the charger and then the box. Somebody picked it up this morning for $185.50. They sent me an offer. I had it up for $190, just like the Coral one. They sent me an offer for $85.50. I said I'll take $3.50 off. I'm cool with that. Sold. And then the last thing that sold was, of course, Mario Kart that just sold. I just put it up. Mario Kart Deluxe, $39 plus shipping. So there's that. We're going to keep this under 50 minutes. That's a lot of sales, a lot of small stuff. Only like three systems to pack. Oh, did I not show this one off? Oh, the Lego. Oh yeah, the Lego house. I did this on a pickup in Raleigh. I want to say last summer, so it's been a little over a year. Finally put it up like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I finally put it up, and finally it just sold for $152 plus shipping. $152 plus shipping on that. So. There's that. So I don't have a ton of big stuff. I just got the 3 systems, well, 4 with the other Switch. So, well, I guess in the Switch lights, but they're not big. So that's it for me today, guys. Appreciate y'all hanging out. I'm going to get through this stuff because it is cold. And hopefully get it before the mail lady, get it all packed up before the mail lady gets here. Luckily, it's a lot of easy stuff. But really, even the systems and the boxes take me like 3-4 minutes tops to get those packed up. So, hopefully your sales are going well. List. That's my goal today. Once I'm done packing this stuff, it's almost 1 o'clock. I'm going to get this stuff hopefully packed by 1:30. And then I'm going to probably sit down and get some stuff up on eBay and just wait for my daughter to get home and eat something in between. And that's it. And then my daughter's home, and then we'll do homework, and then we'll get ready for dinner. And well, then my other daughter gets home, and then make sure she does her chores, and then start figuring out what we're going to get ready to do for dinner, and life goes on and rinse and repeat. So and then I'll be on Facebook Live tonight. In fact, I got to drop something for tonight for Facebook so I can be on live on Facebook doing football helmets. If y'all don't know, I do autographed football helmets on Facebook. If you want to join the group, it's called BTG East Coast. It's a private group, but you can see it if you search it on Facebook, and you can join. It has a couple questions like, how'd you hear about us? You can put YouTube. I've had some of y'all come over. I've had some of y'all come in the feed and actually watch me live and say, hey, Joe, I'm from Facebook, whatever, such and such from Facebook, or from such and such from YouTube. So that's always pretty cool to see some of y'all cross over to see what I do over there. So if any of y'all are interested, search me out, join the group. But typically I'm live almost every night on Facebook Live, almost every night. So at least for an hour or two, maybe 3, just depending on how things are going. But anyway, that's all for me today, right now. Thank y'all once again for watching. Make sure you comment. Let me know how your sales are going. Let me know what label printer for the Electron Man, since I think we're motivating him to get back on eBay, which hopefully some of you others are also motivated, like the other one, Mick, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Mick. Yeah, Mick. Hopefully I can motivate you guys to get back on if you've been on and took a break, or if you're new to this and if you watched this long. Make sure, if you have questions about anything, feel free to drop it. So appreciate y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Hopefully we have some more sales and keep knocking out the park for the next few days. So we'll see you later. Bye, everybody.